Well, hello. How you doing? You all right? Belting. Is that right? Perfect. Right. Okay. Here we go. Ding dang do. Well, hello. How you doing? You all right? Belting. Super. Right. Welcome to WIT Headquarters 2. Why do I say that? Because I got a little bit of a comment to investigate off Chris Mitchell. Thanks, Chris, if you watch this, which I know you will, about something we've looked into about the Peak District, and more about the Peak District a bit later on. But basically, it's about nothing paranormal as such. The video's not related as such to paranormal, but basically it's a wild camper who stops over in the Peak District. And he is something which we've looked into. It sounds like a puma kind of stroke. Puma, but a bit paranormal as well, I'm getting on it. But also as well, he mentioned that there's, right at the end of the video, he's mauling about with his hangers on the actual rope for the tent. And you see something for about literally 2 seconds in the top left hand corner run across the top. Now we slowed it down and looked at it. But the thing what made me think it was a person straight away was its leg features were as if we come up to a little bit of I said like a little bit of a pond, a bit of a, not a pond, a bit like just a bit of water on the floor. We jump over it, don't we? We step over it, and that's what it does. So I thought straight away it's a person. But the thing what got me is that this day and age, the 21st century, there's not a lot of people walking in the same coloured clothing. They're all different colours and whatnot, you know, or a different coloured jacket, where it's all the same colour. But to me, I've had a word with Mick. Mick's looked at it, and we think it's a person. Also, Mick's also said that when he's looked a bit more into it, it's actually on a walking trail, and it is actually 8 o'clock in the morning. So somebody mooching about, just caught at the top. That's what we think. But thanks, Chris, anyway. So we've looked into that. Also, Mick and Cooch had a little bit of a minute. So one day they kindly, and thank you, I can't say thank you enough, and I owe you one. When we went over to Delamere last year, what did I do? Because we left at 5 o'clock in the morning, and it was early, I left the trail camera up and running. Now anybody knows the trail camera will last a few months easy, but this is lasting, I don't know how long, but 5 to 6 months constant running. So there was about 400 and odd pictures on it. So Mick said to me, look what I've got, we've been to Delamere, and I said, oh my God. Anyway, Mick's looked at it, I've not had a chance because I've been working. But basically, it's not caught anything paranormal on it. It's caught a little boy walking up to it, picking it up, going, what's that? And I think his parents are in the background, and he's kind of been well brought up, and he's put it back down. So thank you. Thanks for that. It's not often you get that, but yeah, thanks for that. He put it back down. He didn't actually nick it. So, yeah, so we've looked at that, and there's nothing really on it, to be honest, apart from a squirrel which knocked it over and it was facing up in the air, so hey ho. But yeah, also I hope you enjoyed the first part of Yorkshire, a second run out there. There will be a third. We will be going back later on this year. So we hope you enjoyed that. Please comment anything below if you want to see more, you want to see certain places, just comment below and we'll take it from there. Right, this video, basically, we did catch something. Now, it's a bit strange this, because you'll see in the video at the point of where something actually happens to Mick McLaren. If you've not seen anything along the lines of it, bob over to Mick's channel, Mick McLaren, and have a look. And he's actually got his footage personally on himself of it on the Aurora, the Psionics, the night vision. But what happened is I've got the better footage and it's me actually caught it with the big torch on, but I'm not behind him. I'm actually stood at the side of him, walking up to him, because what it was when we kind of, well, what happened was we were getting down to the beach, and then we went to the top of the little bit of a slipway. Now, if you've never been to Danes Dyke, you park at the car park, walk all the way centre down to the beach, but you can also go over the top. You can go to the left or the right. Well, last time we went with a few others, and we dropped down and came from the back of the car park up. As you're facing the beach, we came up on the right hand side over the top and came down to the beach. So what we did, when we came back, Mick, Cooch and me, what we did was we went, well, it was actually Cooch's idea, we went on the left hand side where we'd not been. Now, we didn't know that area at all. So basically we went up the steep steps, and they were steep. Listen for the heavy breathing. We got to the top, and then we started, it kind of goes round, and then we could feel this energy closing in. Mick felt it first, Cooch, and then me. But listen, very important, listen to what we're saying, because that'll tell you when something is going to happen or something is around us, because there is definitely something there. So basically we felt an energy. Owls were making a noise and whatnot, which we took no notice of at the time, but we just kind of said, yeah, there's something, moved on a bit. I turned the camera off because I knew there was nothing about then, and then Mick picked it up again, so I left the camera running, and I think it's on about seven minutes, I think, it might be even longer, constant running, because we knew something was going to happen. Not actually physically, like it did, but we knew something was going to show its face. I don't know, you could just tell there was something. It was getting more and more intense, the energy. If you can't understand what it's like electricity going through your body. But as we're feeling it more and more, it's hitting us in different parts of our body to tell us what's what. So you start controlling the feeling of the energy, which is absolutely amazing, to be honest. So yes, so we come to like, it was, the best way to describe it is we felt something, and I went over to the left, Mick went first, and Cooch followed behind Mick. But it was like an island in the middle. So you'll see that Mick, Cooch walking up, I'm on the left walking to meet them, and on the last arch where the branch is, you'll see what I mean, like a tunnel kind of closure. If you watch it following the trees, you'll see something happen. Now what actually happens is Mick has got that EMF meter in his hand, in his left hand, right, and he's walking along, and I've got it there on film. It was pointing dead centre, torch was on it, and it just knocked the EMF meter out of his hand, and it knocked it out a fair distance, if you watch the footage. Now, I've shown a few people, and a few people said, oh, he's thrown it. Right, well, 101%, Mick would not throw it. He loves his tech stuff. I know him by now. We're not there to be non-genuine. We're an absolutely genuine group. We're coming back stronger, more equipment and faster. You'll see till the next couple of months. So it gets thrown out of his hand, and I'm kind of stood there waiting, saying what's that split second of where you look at your hand to say what, and then you look at the EMF, told me that Mick had actually, you know, he'd not thrown it. But when we actually came back and watched the footage, it's quite strange really, because his body goes into like what I say, like a shock mode. So say you're in a car crash, that split before even quarter of a second of impact, your body goes into like a jelly mold, so it gets the least impact and the least damage on the actual body. And if you watch it, you'll see the actual hand bend back. You can't physically do it. You could only do it if there was no bone structure there. It is absolutely weird to see, very strange. But like I said, I've shown people and people said it's through it. But when you say, yeah, but look at his hand, and at the same time, it knocks him off balance. But it's the actual, you can see it in his face that it's actually happened. Now the thing is, we'd love to show you. I've got it, it's my footage. If I was, you know, wanted to do views for YouTube and whatnot, I'd put it on. But we're not about that. We have to talk about it amongst the group and make a decision. The decision is, it's my footage, but Mick says no, because it looks silly. Now, this is down to Mick. It happened to Mick, so it's down to him to say if he wants it on or not. We've spoke about it time and time again. Mick says, I'm a bit embarrassed because it looks a bit silly. So I said, right, okay, I'll back you 101% that, you know, but things may change. He might have a change of attitude one day, we might put it on, but he doesn't want to get ridiculed about, oh yeah, he threw it, because I'm telling you now, he didn't throw it. I saw his face, and also as well, if you see in the video, it actually says that we bumped into two guys. Two guys come behind us as soon as we got there and dropping down to the beach, and they said they saw something up at the top, which was like, they said a deer, but they said it jumped out, it was all black, but it didn't land on four legs, it landed on its back legs and run off. But what I'm saying is, Mick was that shook up that we didn't actually go and investigate that part of the wood, which is very strange for us. We totally forgot about it because what happened to Mick shocked him so much. Now, after the event, you can hear it, I've cut the event out where it says stop and then it carries on. But after the event, you listen to what we're saying, because what we're saying is crystal clear to what's happening to our bodies, and it'll tell you what's happening. And I left the camera running thinking it's coming back. I could feel it, it was stronger. The same signs as we got on the car park at Bempton that night, but not as strong. That was absolutely frightening. That was, I don't know what it was. It's just, I don't know, I still can't describe the feeling. It was just like a lot of electricity going through your body, from your feet to your head. It was weird. And the same happened there after the incident, and it was coming back stronger, but it was, I would say, half the strength of Bempton on the car park. It wasn't as strong, but there's definitely something there. So yeah, so that happened. Basically, we cut it short. I do say at the beginning of this video we go to Bempton's after Bempton Cliffs because it's the last night, but whatever happened, we just wanted to get back, have a look at the footage because we could get it on the big screen in the caravan and have a look at it. But there is nothing to see apart from Mick's actions. So leave it with us, and maybe time will tell. But like I said, we're not putting it on because we're genuine and we don't want to look stupid. Because people start saying he threw it, he didn't throw it. There's no way he would throw it. Mick loves his tech stuff. And the thing is as well, when it landed, and it was just going through the air after it happened, it beeps. Now there is something there. It actually beeps at it and changes colour as it hits the floor. But the other thing is, which is very, very strange, is that EMF meter switched itself off. Now that's really strange because you have to hold the button a good couple of seconds to turn it off. And you'll hear in the video, Mick powers it back on. So that was really strange as well. We've tried dropping the EMF meter on the floor and it just stays on. Nothing happens, no beeping, nothing. We've tried it. But like I said, leave it with us. Things might change. It's Mick's decision, my footage, but I'm not going to put it on. Because we're a full team as Wit, we're a strong team, and I tell you, we're coming back quicker and faster than anybody else is doing, because we've got a cracking team. We've got back a few people we wanted back, more equipment, more of a medium, it goes on and on. So stick with us and we'll get you results. We will get you results, trust me. Also as well, a bit of an update really. Is the one, hope you like the new camera, the thermal imaging camera. It's brilliant, but like I say, you know, we just have to keep trying it and see what happens. But basically that's all. Well, hello again, sorry about that, the phone rang. Right, yeah, so I just wanted to say we've got a lot more stuff coming up on about the Peak District. This weekend we're going to the Peak District and we're doing something which is very, very different, to be honest. My idea, but I thought about it for a bit. Well, I was on about it last year, but this year we're going to make it come true. So this weekend we'll be going over to the Peak District, and we're doing something very special. Now, I've not seen anybody else do it on YouTube, and I've read up on it, and I've some read good stories, and there has been some good stories where people have sighted things, and it'll be very interesting as well. So yeah, we're getting our stuff ready to go as a full group this weekend. There's more coming as well, so we might get more results, some more interesting people coming. So yeah, that's all I wanted to tell you really. Apart from this part 2, which you're about to just watch now, you'll see a monolith. If you want to know more about it, bob over to Mick McLaren's channel, and he has a little bit more info on it. Always follow Mick, always follow me, always follow Wit, because we are a good strong team, and we're going to get some really good results. I've always been told I'm good at reading things, and what I can feel is there is something special coming around the corner. I don't know what, I can't put my finger on it, but there is. So from me and the Wit team, keep following us. Anything you want to ask us or anything, like, so don't be shy, anything, just comment below. Comment below, and obviously we'll get to know more. So yeah, so on that note, I'll leave you to it. Enjoy part 2. Any questions, feel free. Speak to you soon. Toodle pip. Bye bye for now.